was a radical and a homosexual. On a warm Los Angeles night in 1948, an unknown man wrote a document that would spark a social revolution. His name was Harry Hay.
All these years is 50 years ago. I can still feel that sense of rebirth in me, putting down these words, hoping that they would reach the others as they were reaching me. You see, the Mattachine Brotherhood was not just political. We spoke of it as the Golden Brotherhood.
Christine Jorgensen, who used to answer to George, creates quite a stir as she returns home to New York from Copenhagen. Christine hit the headlines following the series of operations in Denmark that transformed her from a boy into a girl.
Very impressed by everyone coming.
Christine, are you happy to be home?
Yes, of course. What American wouldn't be?
Have you been offered a movie contract?
Yes, but I haven't accepted it.
Do you have any plans regarding the theater?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, Christine!
Are you going to go on with your photography?
I hope so, yes.
I see. Right.
I'm very happy to be back, and I don't have any plans at the moment. And I thank you all for coming, but I think it's too much.
It was a wonderful feeling to be here and to be out facing the public for the first time. We were the first to do this in an organized fashion, to stand up for ourselves. We believed, well, let me put it this way. We were considered weird and sick and perverted and just plain wrong. Even most of the good, straight citizens of this country had been brainwashed into thinking that we were that way. And we felt, no, we are not perverted, we're not sick, we're not weird, and we are not wrong. We are right, and the world is wrong.
Since their inception, our military forces have had an absolute ban on homosexuals. Now, a decorated Air Force sergeant who has had 3 tours in Vietnam is going to court to challenge that ban. On March 6, Sergeant Leonard Matlovich disclosed to a supervising officer at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia that he was a homosexual and wanted to stay in the Air Force. Last week, the Air Force moved to discharge him, and Matlovich, with a team of lawyers, plans this as a classic test case, if necessary, all the way to the Supreme Court. Today, Jed Duvall asked the 31-year-old sergeant about his decision to disclose his homosexuality.
It used to just tear me apart on the inside when in conversations hear people say that, you know, we're discharging this queer or that queer, throw them out of the Air Force. On the inside, I just burn up with, you know, just, am I a coward here and I'm just going to stand here? And never really coming up to protection of my fellow minority group and men and women in the gay group. And just keeping quiet. And my conscience just wouldn't let me do it anymore. I had to come forward and say, no more America.
What has been the reaction in the Air Force and among the people that you work with, your personal friends?
Well, you know, I really geared myself for the worst. I thought, well, once I do this, no one's going to talk to me in the office. They're going to pay no more attention to me, put me down, wisecracks and all this. And absolutely the opposite's happened. People have come up to me and have been over-friendly to me.
First transgender NCAA basketball star.
Pulitzer Prize-winning poet.
Celebrated cartoonist and author.
Highest-ranking out federal employee.
Academy Award-winning screenwriter.
Outspoken political commentator.
Groundbreaking activist and author.
The leading spokesperson for the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
World-renowned composer and conductor.
Acclaimed television, film, and Broadway actor.
One of the first openly gay rabbis.
Chart-topping recording artist.
Among the first openly gay U.S. ambassadors.
Award-winning actor and television host.
American hero recognized by the president.
Preeminent poet, playwright, and novelist.
Legendary Mexican painter.
Founder of Uganda's gay rights movement.
World's first out Supreme Court justice.
First transgender trial judge. Grammy award-winning pop singer.
World champion champion tennis player.
She won a landmark anti-discrimination lawsuit.
Trailblazing writer, director, and producer.
Celebrated journalist and author.
First transgender presidential appointee.
Award-winning actress and comedian.
Pioneering gay rights activist.
Accomplished 20th century novelist.
AIDS activist and MTV personality.
A groundbreaking scientist.
The father of modern photography.
She was a chief White House photographer.
An activist, speaker, and celebrated author.
A fashion designer and filmmaker.
Among the most successful African-American novelists.
One of the first out U.S. ambassadors.
Founded the first organization protecting GLBT students.
A leading transgender activist.
He conceived the AIDS Memorial Quilt.
Co-founder and publisher of Rolling Stone magazine.
A celebrated actor, playwright, and producer.
A decorated military officer and advocate for GLBT service members.
The ACLU's first openly gay executive director.
An award-winning singer and songwriter.
The first openly gay Episcopal bishop.
An avant-garde screenwriter and director.
A controversial 20th century photographer.
The first transgender member of a national legislature.
His play, Angels in America, had a profound impact on the AIDS crisis.
An award-winning entertainer and champion of gay parenting.
An innovative American architect.
An internationally acclaimed writer.
The first gay journalist to cover gay issues.
A revolutionary poet and leader of the Beat movement.
Founder of the Metropolitan Community Churches.
A renowned choreographer and dancer.
Creator of iconic pop art.
She pioneered the environmental movement.
His paintings adorn the Sistine Chapel.